there's definitely something that stings.
These backpacks belong to Malaz and Masab, 7-year-old twins from Douma. They're a little shy, hesitant. We smelled something, Malaz says. Their mother Nur tells us they remember everything vividly. They were hiding in a basement when the alleged chemical weapons attack in Douma took place. They could barely breathe. She felt her body go limp. She clawed her way up, dragging her daughters. But then the other strikes began. We were between two deaths, she remembers, either from the chemical strikes or the others on the rooftop.
The smell is still quite strong. These are the things that they weren't able to watch yet. And look, that's the toy that her daughter hid away to try to keep her safe. And she would tell the toy, you know, you might suffocate, but at least you'll be safe from the bombing. That's how the kids' minds work. Yesterday they were digging a tunnel for the ants so that the ants wouldn't suffocate, just in case something happened.
In another tent, we meet a boy with a jagged scar running across his abdomen from shrapnel. His uncle, who doesn't want to be identified, was among the worst affected in the family in the chemical strike. He says his blood sample was taken the day before. This new camp is inhabited with those who survived the siege of Douma. It's relentless, months-long bombing that drove families underground, so that something as simple as feeling the sun on their skin was a luxury. Reem and her family thought there was a lull in the bombing and went outside when she says 3 airstrikes slammed right next to them. The next thing she remembers is being in the hospital.
She had just gotten out of surgery in the hospital when the wounded from the chemical strike, she says, began coming in.
The scene was so horrific, she says she forgot her own pain. What she doesn't know, what no one has the heart to tell her, is that her husband is dead. Her son, just 2 years old, is too young to remember his father. The limited US, French, UK strikes may have sent a message to the Syrian regime about chemical weapons, but not about the rest of its arsenal. For those who have endured the unimaginable, it's little more than a move on a gruesome chessboard. 68-year-old Farziya arrived here 4 days ago from Douma. She has buried too many relatives to count, including her son and 2 grandchildren.
There's nothing left for them. I mean, even if they could go home, there's nothing left.
She says her country has caused her too much pain. And remembering the long-lost days when her family was around her, when they were all alive, when feeling safe wasn't a luxury, it's all just too much. Arwa Damon, CNN, El Bul refugee camp, Syria.